Empathy, building bridges through understanding. Have you ever felt misunderstood? Have you ever tried to explain your feelings, only to realize the other person was listening, but not really hearing you? In a world filled with noise, opinions, arguments, and endless scrolling, one quality has the power to heal, connect, and transform lives. That quality is empathy. Empathy is more than being nice. It is more than saying, "I understand." Empathy is the courage to step outside of yourself and step into someone else's world. Empathy fosters deep connections. When we truly listen and place ourselves in someone else's shoes, we move beyond surface-level interactions and connect on a deeper level. We stop reacting. We start understanding. And understanding changes everything. Most people don't need advice. Most people don't need to be corrected. Most people need to be heard. When someone feels heard, walls begin to fall. When someone feels understood, trust begins to grow. And where there is trust, there is connection. Meaningful relationships are built on emotional understanding, trust, and compassion. Without empathy, relationships become transactions. With empathy, relationships become transformations. Think about your closest relationships. What makes them strong? It's not perfection. It's not constant agreement. It's the ability to say, "I see you. I hear you. Your feelings matter." Empathy allows relationships, whether personal, professional, or social, to become more supportive and authentic. It allows friendships to deepen. It allows families to heal. It allows workplaces to thrive. Imagine a workplace where leaders truly listen to their teams. Imagine classrooms where teachers understand the struggles behind a student's silence. Imagine communities where differences are met with curiosity instead of judgment. Empathy builds bridges. And bridges are powerful. Bridges connect two sides that once felt separate. Bridges allow safe passage over difficult waters. Bridges create possibility. But here's the truth, empathy requires effort. It requires patience when you'd rather interrupt. It requires humility when you'd rather be right. It requires compassion when you'd rather criticize. Empathy asks us to slow down. To pause before judging. To breathe before reacting. To ask, what might this person be carrying that I cannot see? Because everyone is carrying something. Some carry grief. Some carry fear. Some carry silent battles that never make it to social media. When we approach people with empathy, we stop assuming and start understanding. And something beautiful happens. Loneliness begins to fade. In today's world, many people are surrounded by others but still feel alone. Why? Because connection is not about proximity. It's about presence. You can sit beside someone and still feel unseen. But when someone truly understands you, even for a moment, you feel less alone. Empathy helps reduce loneliness and nurtures a true sense of belonging. Belonging is one of our deepest human needs. We all want to feel accepted, valued, safe. Empathy creates that safety. It says, you don't have to pretend here. You don't have to hide here. You are allowed to be human here. And when we create that space for others, something shifts inside us too. Empathy doesn't just change the person receiving it. It transforms the person giving it. When you practice empathy, you expand your heart. You grow in emotional intelligence. You become wiser, softer, stronger. Understanding others teaches us about ourselves. It teaches us patience. It teaches us perspective. It teaches us that life is bigger than our own experiences. To understand is to be understood. That statement carries power. When you offer understanding, you often receive it in return. When you listen deeply, others begin to listen to you. When you give compassion, compassion circles back. Empathy is not weakness. It is strength under control. It is emotional maturity in action. It is leadership at its finest. In a divided world, empathy is revolutionary. It allows people of different backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences to sit at the same table. It does not require agreement. It requires respect. You can disagree and still empathize. You can have boundaries and still be compassionate. You can stand firm in your truth while honoring someone else's humanity. That is powerful. So how do we practice empathy daily? Start by listening without planning your response. Start by asking open questions. Start by validating feelings, even if you don't fully understand them. Instead of saying, "That's not a big deal," try saying, "That sounds really difficult." Instead of saying, "You're overreacting," try saying, "Help me understand what you're feeling." Small shifts create massive impact. Empathy is built in moments. In eye contact. In patience. In silence that says, "Take your time." Today, I challenge you to build one bridge. Reach out to someone you may have misunderstood. Offer your full attention in your next conversation. Choose curiosity over criticism. Because when empathy grows, division shrinks. When empathy leads, relationships strengthen. And when we build bridges instead of walls, we create a world where people feel seen, heard, and valued. Empathy is not just a skill. It is a gift. A gift that heals. A gift that connects. A gift that reminds us that at our core, we are all human. So let us build bridges through understanding. Let us choose compassion over convenience. Let us practice empathy, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. Because to understand is to be understood. And that understanding might just change the world.